Welcome back, YouTube, to Raising Lutalo. I'm Sonia. This is my little warrior, Joaquin, who is currently asleep and eating all at the same time. Anyways, so this video is supposed to be about my second trimester, but honestly, I fell off of the videos, and I'll tell y'all why, because this video will be about why. And it is because I have been extremely sad, happy of course, but been having my little sad moments because I am going back to work. I'm very grateful that my job has allowed me 4 months with my son, but I feel like that's a whole nother topic of conversation. I feel like we should get like a year, like minimum, because we're figuring out him taking the bottle, him being away from me, me being away from him. The good thing is my shift is from 2 in the morning until like 2 p.m. And the other good thing is that my wife will be with him. It's still a lot, being that he's exclusively breastfed and we co-sleep together. If you don't co-sleep, that's perfectly fine. Don't crucify me. It works for me. Has worked for me since we brought him home. Safe sleep, we just sleep, and have been. But anyways, my wife will be here with him, and we've been practicing. And last week we practiced, basically. So I work Friday, Saturday, and Sundays, unless I pick up any shifts. But right now, no, just Friday, Saturday, Sunday. From 2 a.m. to 2 p.m. But I'm making sure like I wake up at 12 to make sure I'm dressed, that I eat breakfast, that my wife gets something, whether it's something to eat or a cup of coffee, so she wakes up. We'll both be up at the same times. Again, it's what works for us. My wife's a heavier sleeper, so she prefers to be awake the whole time. So it's basically like both of us working a shift. Anyways, I will say that a lot. Anyways, or because my brain be lagging. Also, don't mind if it was a mess. Like I said, been really trying to soak in everything with my son. But last week we practiced Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I don't really go out like at all. Never really have. So it's just been me and my wife for like the past 4 years. I don't really have friends like that. I also don't really trust people. But since we were practicing, and the practice is me waking up at 12 and keeping myself awake, and her too, and figuring out the group. So I woke up at 12 on all of those days. My wife is extremely hard to wake up, okay? And she'll tell you, just wake me up. I might have a little attitude, but just wake me up. Yeah, I'm like, get up. Like, I swore I was like her mom for a second. But anyways, so I wake her up at 12 o'clock. I had to go use the bathroom, wash her face, get herself all awake and everything to lay right next to our son. And she'd be having just a little attitude just for like the first 5 minutes. And then I went downstairs, I made a cup of coffee for her. And basically I stayed away from them as if I was at work. And also so she can like get the milk, so she can do all that and figure all those things out. and how he'd be, because like I said, he's normally with me. Like if he's hungry at night, he's laying either on me or right next to me, and I'm a very light sleeper. I probably wake up like every 15-30 minutes, but I've always been like that. I think that's like the really big plus, is that I'm a very light sleeper. But every little thing wakes me up. And he moves just like his mom moves. They both move a lot in bed. I got her coffee. I stayed downstairs, and I was crying. Okay, I was crying all last weekend. Being away from him, it's this like really, really empty feeling, and even when I think about it, it makes me want to cry. But it's a very empty feeling. Like going to work when I was pregnant, I worked up until literally the last day because I went into labor on Monday. But going to work and him being inside of me is one thing. Then going to work and he's almost 40 minutes away. So that sucks. But I know there are some moms who, you know, they do better with going to work. But me, no. Like, my job title before the job that I'm currently at now, I worked in healthcare. I was a CNA, and I love taking care of people. And I mean, now that I have a son, why wouldn't I want to do that full time? But me and my wife are both working towards one leaving the country and us being stay-at-home moms. Currently, one of us is, which I'm so happy about that, because we also wouldn't let anyone watch him. Not against anyone, really. It's just, if something happens, I will hate whoever it is, regardless who you are to me. And I don't care for anyone who has multiple kids, who has been doing this for forever. It's just a no. The only one who will be watching him is just me and my wife. That's it. And we're good with that. We are making our way to make sure that that's exactly what it is. So, sorry, I went really off track. But I basically stayed away from them like a regular shift, and I also kept myself awake and was on my feet. So I stayed awake, and I was basically downstairs until like they woke up and they were getting ready to come downstairs. But I like super cleaned everything. I was putting things out. I was cleaning the baseboards. There were certain times when, you know, he woke up and he was crying, and my wife was, you know, consoling him, trying to get him to take the bottle. He will not take a bottle. Okay, we have tried like 10 different bottles, from the cheapest to $40 expensive just for like that fake boob looking one. And he's like, no, he will not take it. He does kind of take like a syringe. He's taking a syringe, and he's taken a little bit, like if you make it into like a frozen popsicle, he'll take some, but it's still not a lot. But also, he's learning. patient with us, learning as well. But when he cried, the mom instinct in me wanted to go upstairs and break down that wall and shove my boob in his mouth, because I knew that's what he wanted. I knew that was the comfort. I knew my milk is just the right temperature. Like, he knows what he likes. Okay, he likes it straight from the tap, which I don't blame him. And my wife doesn't blame him either. It just sucks. But I mean, it's not like the door is locked or anything like that. But I know that when I'm at work, I can't go and bust down the door. I can't go and check. I trust my wife 100%, but there's no but. I think it's just like natural, regardless if you trust your partner, that you just want to be the one to do it. And that's basically what it is for me. And I guess like also that's like releasing the control and everything, but we believe that everything happens for a reason. My job is what made it possible for us to get pregnant, which we are beyond grateful for. But yeah, so I have literally 3-day countdown. I go back on the 8th of March, and it really is taking a very big toll on me, and I know it is for him too. When I pretended to come back home on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all I did was step outside the door and come back in. My wife like hid to the side so he didn't see me at any point in time during the day, and he just had this big smile and went straight to my boob. Because when I tell you, he was holding out. And they say like some babies will really hold out. And mind you, like I said, he's learning. So like the first day, we practiced like a little bit at a time. 5 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours. Because technically I work a 12-hour shift, but we didn't want to shock him at first. So for the 5 hours, it didn't take nothing. For the 10 hours, he took 2 syringes, 1 ounce. And for the 12 hours, he took a little bit more than 1 ounce. But as soon as like I got home or whatever, he was cluster feeding. They just say that some babies are a bit more stubborn, and they'll basically hold out in hopes of their mom coming to feed them, and that just makes me cry. Cause my baby be holding out. But he was really happy to see me, and I was so happy to see him, and I'm so not ready to go back to work. But I know that I have to have a positive mindset, and my wife has really helped me with that. So I've been soaking in all these days and not doing any YouTube videos, because I just wanted to, I just want to soak him in. Like, I wish I can take him to work, and like, I wish I was a kangaroo and I can put him in my pouch, and then I would feel so much better. I know I'd feel so much better because he's right there. But we believe everything happens for a reason, and mine is I probably never, ever leave my son, but because I have to go back to work, I'm being forced to. But it's also like, it's a pro, I guess. Not the pro that I want. I didn't ask for that. I just want my baby. But yeah, so I honestly, everything's my mindset and trying to get that better. But let me know in the comments. You guys went back to work. Did you guys want to go back to work, or is that just what had to happen for your family? How well did your babies adjust? Like, how how old were they when you went back to work? Mine would be like 3 days, 3 days away from being 4 months, nearly 4 months old, when I go back. Also, were your babies breastfed, or were they already drinking in the bottle? So it made that part easy. Did they go to daycare, or was your partner able to, be with them? I'd love to hear your guys' stuff. I'd love to hear positive things of going back to work. And again, I'm making sure, my wife is making sure that I stay in high spirits, because I know that they'll miss me just as much as I'll miss them. And there are reasons for, me going back. And those reasons are really, really big. So I have to continue to, remind myself that we're doing this for our family and for our future, and for everything to be bigger, better, and be the life that we want to live. And things come with time. So, we're trying to get nice, big, viral on YouTube. You can follow me on Snapchat. I post on there. TikTok. And my wife, we have another YouTube channel. You can follow that too. We'll start posting more family content on that one. This one's just him and I. But our goal with everything going on, our goal is we're moving out of the country as soon as we possibly can. So, you guys will follow along the journey of motherhood, follow along my choices, not your choices, my choices as a mom, and what we do. We all can learn from each other. We all can also listen, take it with a grain of salt if you want to. If you don't want to, just, don't do it. But, yeah, so you guys tell me what kind of videos. I will be making my other videos ASAP. So please continue to follow along the journey. Like, comment, subscribe, press a little, I think it's like a bell or something, a bell, so you're alerted, when I post next. It'll get so much easier for me to post and talk to my phone and do that. I guess mama need a little lifting. I need a little support. I need a little more followers and people following along our journey. That's really it. Anyways, that is it for this video. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me a little bit about yourself, your journey, and if you relate to this video,